What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be installing these max speeding rod adjustable upper control arms. I went with max speeding rods because these are budget friendly. They're like 90 bucks, 98 in total after taxes and everything. If I go with RR Racing, I believe they're like 600. Megan Racing is around 300 something, and then Godspeed is like 2 something, and these were only $90, bro. So I went with these. Another reason why, these have adjustable positive camber and negative camber. The rest of the other ones only have negative camber, so that's why I went with these. And not only that, the build quality on this is still pretty good. The only thing you guys have to do is fill it up with lubricant in the little hole. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So I'm going to use this Super Lube synthetic grease from Harbor Freight. It's only about $7. You can go to AutoZone or anywhere else. Make sure it's Super Lube or silicone grease. Don't use anti-seize. Anti-seize will dry out these rubber bushings, so make sure you use something like this. So once you guys have these nice and greased up, you're going to want to go ahead and grab the provided little bolt thing. Put this in there, tighten it down. And then this goes into here like that, so none of the grease comes out. And then we just tighten it down fully and we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one, and then we're gonna install these adjustable control arms. All right guys, so before we start off with this pin and take it out, the first thing you guys are gonna wanna do is go back here and remove this brake line sensor, because if you do all this, pop this off, and this thing slings forward, you're gonna break this sensor. So make sure to disconnect it first. If you guys are having trouble removing it, just go ahead, put the little flathead right here, and that's gonna pop this up, and then you could just pull it out and it'll come off. After that, we can get this pin right here and just pull it out. After we pull it out, get a 17 mil and a ratchet and just break this loose. This is the part where I would bring this tool out that I got from Harbor Freight for $7. I recommend this because this ball joint is hard to take off. But literally, bro, this shit just came off like nothing. So I'm gonna just take it off. But before I do, let's loosen up the 2 bolts in the back. They're both gonna be 14 millimeters. So make sure to get a 14 millimeter socket or a 14 wrench. This is what a side-by-side looks like. This bushing's already cooked, and I got this like 8 months ago from O'Reilly's. And you can already tell the build quality on this one is way better. Plus it has poly bushing, so that's even better too. We're gonna go ahead and throw it on the car, and we'll show you guys what it looks like. And just like that, guys, we have the control arm in. It was kind of hard at first, but it's because you have to angle it. So this part, have it down here and push it in going up that way. So it's gonna be, this is gonna be pointing down and that's gonna be pointing up, and you push it up like that and it'll go in no problem. And another thing, the other nut doesn't fit because it's too big, and it comes with this one, but it's fine because either way you need an Allen key and a wrench to tighten it and to loosen it, so it's not going to come out either way, so we're fine. So don't be frightened by not having a little cotter pin right there. I think I have 0 camber in the front now, because before the rotor used to be tilted, and you can even tell this one right here, it's straight. So hopefully it doesn't rub with the 245. If not, we're gonna have to give it more camber when I take it to get aligned. The rear is where I want it to be at 0, but I'm probably gonna do -1 and -1.5 on the front right now. Or it used to be 2.5 all around. It's still 2.5 in the rear, but I think it's at 0 right now in the front because of the way the rotor's set straight. But we'll see right now once I take it to the alignment shop. All right guys, so this is what the car looks like. I'm pretty sure I'm at 0 camber in the front because I have no tilt at all, and I'm definitely gonna rub right there. I'm kind of scared to drive, I'm not gonna lie. But then when I go to this side right here, I think I'll be fine. It's like barely gonna touch, but the right side is definitely worse. It looks clean, I'm not gonna lie, but the 245 at 0 cambers is not gonna work. You're gonna have to camber it out. This is what the car is looking like right now. I'm gonna go to the alignment shop tomorrow and I'll show you guys what the car looks like after.